Hello, everyone. This is just an update on my Terraria texture palette picker, and I'm just going to show you that I finished the database part of it. So we have our database with all our images for each of the textures. They are similar to this. They could be a little bit different, but they all have the same format. And we have our database that has all the JSON data here, or has this formatted like this, and all of them are formatted the same. So we have all of those here, each of their own thing that we're looking for. So then I'll show you how I got this all set up. With VS Code, we have our four files that we have, these four Python files. The first one we'll take a look at is texture setup. And so it has all of our file IDs that we want. So these are all the numbers at the ends that we're looking for. The rest are just either like flower textures or like boulder textures. We don't want those. We just want the placeable block textures, and that's what all these are. So then it will append all of it to the raw data for with here. It'll read the data, append it to the raw data, and then it will also dump it in, turn it into a string. And after that, it will write everything here to this JSON tiles.json. Right now it's empty, but I'll go ahead and run this and we'll see for ourselves that it populates it. So then here's our list of all of our JSONs. It works that fast. And we do have there's one little caveat. We gotta get rid of this last little comma here at the end. And then it'll be perfectly good to go ahead and set it up to the database. So if you go to the database setup, it will I won't run this one since it already is completed. But we also have to run this in 3.10. Otherwise, it won't work. It's a little strange that way. But we need it gets the database, and then it sets the reference to the root, and then it will go from the reference, and it will set the contents of that reference to the file context, which is this JSON file right here. So we'll do that, and then beyond that, then I manually put up the images into the database. So I've already deleted all the images that we don't want. So if I were to run this, it'd be a lot of keeping image name. But I can go ahead and run that. So it should verify that all the image files have a matching JSON file. So we'll go ahead and run that. So it's keeping a lot of images. This should be about 200 lines of keeping all the things that we want to keep. So if it were to delete one, we delete it, and then we'd go T, and we'd create a thread, and then we'd delete the blob that's the image is connected to. So with that, then we also can retrieve an image. And so this is just an example of how we would pull from the database in our website that has all the computing to get like palettes. So we can just run this with tiles1. This should pull a stone texture image. So we'll just go ahead and run this one. And it will show, and there's our texture image. So it did successfully pull it from the database. We can change this to any of the other texture files that we have. We can change it to 0 to get our dirt texture. We can change it to 22 to get an ore texture. I think it's demonite ore. Oh, I didn't save. No, because it works. So we get this kind of texture, and then you can do that for any of the other texture files that we have, and they would always pull up the corresponding PNG file. So that should be everything for this database. The next step will be making the website that will hold the application, and then after that, we need to make all the code that compares images and finds the average colors, that kind of thing. But thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments, and thank you and have a great day. Bye.